where the Curiosity Rover was between sols 3286 and 3294. Now, it snapped a picture of this whole area and actually goes a little farther to the right. But the area we want to focus on is right here behind me. You can see at the top of this hill where it comes down into the V. That's the area we want to focus on. So let's see if we can get a little closer and have a look. So these are the objects that we wanted to focus on right here. I don't know what these things are, but they seem to be made of some metallic or something like that. And there's several objects along through here, as you can see. They are just littered on the top of this hill. So we're going to go into the 3D model and have a good look at this. Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Inhabitmars channel. Tonight we are going to take a look at this Gigapan done by Neville Thompson, one of my favorite Gigapan artists. The Curiosity Rover was here between sols 3286 and 3294. It spent, several days here, just over a week in fact. The area that we want to look at specifically is right over here, where this comes down into a V, and I noticed all these strange structures here. In fact, let me full screen this. I believe I remember Dave Gannett over at Mars X3D doing a X3D video on this, and he was showing specifically this here. So we took a look at this whole area to see if there was any more in this image that we could bring out. And stick around to the end, because I've got something really exciting to show you right in this area right here that came out in the burn. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at the burn that we did. This is, I just zoomed it in and cropped it right here. We're going to focus right on this area right in here. Alright, there's some pretty cool stuff. Now the first thing was, this was the object that Dave Gannett pointed out over at Mars X3D, and this thing is pretty cool. We went ahead and modeled this in 3D. We modeled these right here and this stuff right in here. Now this is the part I'm saving for last. Stick around, you're gonna want to see this. Alright, so let's get over into Blender. So here's our same scene right here. I'm gonna turn off the lighting for right now, just with our models dropped on top. And there is more stuff over here on this right area, but we want to focus on this side for tonight. If we go back to this at some future time, we'll go ahead and work on that right side. So let's start with this object right here, and I'm going to hide these three, so we can see this. So this is that object right there, and I'm just going to move him over to the right. Alright. So there he is right there in the image. And you can see this cube sticking out right here. And you can see this here. This took a little bit to try to figure out which direction it was going exactly, but I finally did. And I have to thank Ryan King Art for the materials. This metal and the metal that I shaded these with are from his tutorials. Like I said, I'm working on making better materials. So this is what this thing looks like. And this is the shape that it has. It has this nose piece that comes out, and these are actually set inwards. This is why it was so hard to figure out. and you can just barely see that in there, but this part is going away from you, okay, almost parallel. And then it's got this nose piece right here, and then this edge sticking out here, and this oval piece here. So you can see that in the model here. We went ahead and modeled it like that. All right, and I don't know if these are windows or if this is even a vehicle or what this thing is, but it's got this like nose right here, and then it goes into the front like bumper or whatever it would be. I don't know. But this is the shape that this one has. I'll try to show you from different angles here. Alright, that's that one. That's the cool one. And let's bring out this one here. Okay, so here it is right here. This is this piece right here, and same thing, I'll just move them over to the right over here. Okay, part of this is obscured by this object here, but you can see from the back of this that you have a line that comes down here, then it cuts inward like this, then comes back down, and then comes at an angle, and then there's like a base to it. So it looks like this big onyx or something block, and it's got this shape to it. Let me zoom out just a bit. There you go. That's what this one looks like. Oh, and I forgot to mention it's got this cutout right here, as you can see in there. You can see that right here. Forgot to mention that part. Alright, so that's that one. Okay, so this one, okay, it's got this base part to it, and it looks like on all sides maybe it was extruded outward, and it's pretty flat across here, and you can just barely make it out, but there's this groove that goes across the middle. I think all these pieces actually are part of a structure that was destroyed up here, and everything just kind of fell down the mountain. So this is what this one looks like. Alright, so that's that one. And then right next to it, so that's what this one looks like. It's got 6 sides to it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then this long one on the back, which is 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So that's what this one looks like. These just have too much symmetry to them to be just rocks, and they're so smooth. Every one of these are very, very smooth. Now, I haven't seen nature do that. Maybe you have, but it's just strange that all of these have that smoothness to them. Okay, so there was some stuff in here, and I got some of it modeled, but I just want to show you this piece down here. All right, this one right here looked like a mailbox, for lack of a better term. It's got this 5-sided shape to it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's pentagonal shape, and then it really looks like it's hollow in here. So then there's an object that's actually in front of it. Let me move this down so we can see what we're talking about here. All right, and it looks like there's stuff inside of it. See, this looks like it's going right inside of it. So I didn't model that because it's so blurry. I really can't tell the shape, but I can tell the shape of this thing. And see how the front part overlaps the edge up here? But that's what that one looks like. All right, so that's that one. Okay, I told you I was going to save the best for last. All of these objects right here, I'm going to try to move all of these together. Okay, so I'm going to take and move all of these down together so that you can see this stuff is cool. First of all, you've got this panel piece that goes across the front and behind it like this. And you've got all these little cubes and round shapes on top of it, and this cone. Can you see this metal cone, for lack of a better term, sitting on top? Let's see what this thing looks like. Somebody please explain to me how a rock does this. It's got this tube on the end, and then it's got these like fan almost looks like one of those, you know, paper fans, except it's, you know, more shaped into a cone. And then underneath of it, we see this panel piece. Now I'm gonna have to hide the cone, but yeah, this is what that cone looks like. So let's take and hide him so you can see this stuff on here. And there was probably more on this piece, but these are the only shapes that we could make out of this. All right, but it looked like it had more of these round pieces on it. And let me see if I can get it with the image here. Why does it keep doing that? Okay, there we go. So you can see some cube shapes, some round shapes here and there. Looks like cube, you know, more cubes. And this actually extends. See how the fan comes around this way? I call it the fan or the cone. You can see all these pieces lined up through here. And then these round cylinders. And that's just, to me, there's no way on earth that that's a rock. And this is what this looks like. Oops. This little wheel thing that was on the end over there, I should have shaded that smooth, but anyway, and added some subdivisions. That is, oops, that is right through here. It's very hard to see. In fact, I don't even know if it'll come out, but all right, the next piece is this one here. Now I'm gonna hide this one and this one so you can focus just on this. Check this out. This thing is cool. All right, you can see these wheels in here. There's one, and here's the front one. And then there's actually something that's right here in front, but I can't tell you what that is. Well, this I know what it is, but there's stuff, this piece right here. And it comes down here. It actually looks like it goes over that wheel. So I don't know if it's part of it or that's something separate, but we at least know, we're pretty sure we got this right. So this is what this looks like. Oh, we need to move them on the X just a little bit. There we go. Take them out of the background. There we go. That seems to be what that looks like. That's pretty cool. And the other stuff was this was just the block that looked like it was right beside it. I won't spend too much time on that because I got one more to show you for those that are still sticking around. Can you see it? Oh, I haven't moved it up yet. But anyway, it's right there. That's that piece. Alright, this is cool. And hopefully I'm not going too long here. This looks like some sort of long panel piece, and it's got these circles in it. And inside these circles, it's got these cones. I think they're like fan blades, but I'm not sure. So, all right. So I don't know if these are just straight cones or these are actual fan blades, but there you go. It looks like something's actually on top of this, but you can see that cone underneath it. There's one here. This one is hard to see, but it's there. See those? That's why I kind of think they're blades. And it looks like there was a fourth one. I went ahead and put a fourth one just in case. This is what that looks like. All right. Hopefully you guys are liking what you're seeing here. If so, please hit that subscribe button and like this video, and just share it with everybody. But there you go. That is Sol 3286 to 3294, and there's one, like I said, there's still a lot of stuff over here we could look at, so we may do that. We'll see what happens. You guys have a great weekend. Take care of yourselves, and we will see you on the next video.